Good evening, Dharmapuri. Myself, Prem Anand, founder and CEO of Start Insight. So we basically help startups to raise capital. முதல்ல வந்து ஒரு ஸ்டார்ட்அப்னா என்னன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். அந்த பேசிஸ்ல இருந்து நம்ம ஆரம்பிச்சுக்கலாம். Most of the like this stage I take it as an inspiration. ஏன்னா முக்காவாசி பேர் வந்து இல்ல. So I take it as this is one is like such a great inspiration for to talk about this. என்னோட peers இருக்காங்க and especially more number of aspiring startup founders இருக்காங்க. So I like to take a privilege for this to talk about my company. So we predominantly help startup founders to raise capital as soon as possible. So நாங்க என்ன பண்றோம், அதாவது கம்பெனி பில்ட் பண்றதோட கம்பெனி பில்ட் பண்ற ரைஸ் பண்ற கேபிட்டல் வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப கஷ்டமான ஜர்னி. வி ஹெல்ப் தம் டு மோர் நம்பர் ஆஃப் நெடுமாறன்ஸ் டு ஸ்டார்ட் த ஜர்னிங்க. ஸோ எங்களுக்கு இருந்த பெயின் மேஜரா வந்து டயர் 2 டயர் 3 ஆண்டர்பிரனர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து கேபிட்டல் ரைஸ் பண்ண வைக்கிறதுலாம் எங்களுக்கு வந்து சந்தோஷம். ஸோ எஸ்பெஷலி ஒரு நெடுமாறன் அந்த ஃபிலிம்ல என்டையர் ஜர்னிவே வந்து அந்த கம்பெனி ஃபண்ட் ரைஸ் பண்றதுக்காக அலைஞ்சிட்டே இருப்பாரு, தப்பான இன்வெஸ்டர் சப்மிட் பண்ணுவாரு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பிரச்சனை வந்து எந்த ஒரு ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஃபவுண்டர்ஸ்க்கு வரவே கூடாதுன்றதுக்காக இந்த வெஞ்சர் ஆரம்பிச்சோம். ஸோ மோர் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஃபவுண்டர்ஸ், அது என்ன அந்த சூர்யா வந்து அந்த படத்துல கேட்குற மாதிரி வானம் என்ன அவங்க அப்பா வீட்டுக்கு சொத்தா அப்படின்னு கேட்பாரு. ஸோ ஃபண்ட் ரைசிங் என்ன ஐஐடி ஐஏஎம்ஸ்க்கு மட்டும்தான் அக்சசபிளா, நம்ம ஊர் ஆண்டர்பிரனர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து பண்ணவே முடியாதா அப்படின்ற கொஸ்டின் எப்பவுமே இருந்துச்சு. அட் ஏஜ் ஆஃப் 22ல நான் வந்து என்னோட ஜேர்னியை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றப்போ நிறைய இந்த மாதிரி கைட் பண்ற மென்டர்ஸ் யாரும் கிடையாது, எந்த ஒரு பிளாட்ஃபார்மும் கிடையாது. ஸோ வி ஆக்ட் லைக் வி வாண்டட் லைக் ஸ்டார்ட் ஹெல்ப் மோர் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ். ஸோ அதுதான் ஒரு விஷனாவே இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ ஒரு பேசிக்காக ஒரு சின்ன கியூரியஸ் கொஸ்டின் தான், ஸ்டார்ட் அப்க்கும் பிசினஸ்க்கும் ஒரு ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஸோ ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான டிஃபரன்ஸ் பட் எஃபெக்டிவான டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஸோ எனி கெஸ்ஸஸ்? ஸோ ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான கெஸ், இது வந்து ஒரு ஹை க்ரோத் பிசினஸ் மாடல். நீங்க நார்மலா ஒரு டீ கடை போடலாம், பட் நிமிஷத்துல 10 லட்சம் ஓலா கேப் டிரைவர்ஸை ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன்ல நீங்க ஆன்போர்ட் பண்ண முடியும். அதான் ஒரு ஹை க்ரோத் பிசினஸ் மாடல். நம்ம சிம்பிளா புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா, ஸோ நீங்க வந்து ஒரு பேசிக்கா ஒரு மித்தை வந்து உடைக்கணும். என்னன்னா ஸ்டார்ட் அப் வந்து ஒரு புதுசா ஆரம்பிச்சா ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கிடையாது, நேத்து ஆரம்பிச்சா ஸ்டார்ட் அப் கிடையாது. அதே மாதிரி ஒரு லார்ஜர் கம்பெனி வந்து ஒரு சின்ன வெர்ஷன் தான் ஸ்டார்ட் அப். ரொம்ப பெரிய ஒரு கம்பெனியோட சின்ன வெர்ஷன் தான் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா அது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப தப்பு. ஆக்சுவலி வி ஹெல்ப் தம் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த டைம். ஸ்டார்ட் அப் என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாங்கன்னா, அவங்களுக்கு அந்த லார்ஜ் ஸ்கேல் என்டூரிங் பிசினஸ் மாடல் வந்து இருக்கவே இருக்காது. எப்பவுமே வந்து அந்த பிசினஸ் மாடல் எது பெருசா வளரும், எது வந்து ஒரு என்டியூரிங் பிசினஸ் மாடலா வளரும், எது ஸ்கேலபிள் பிசினஸ் மாடலா வரும்ன்றது ஸ்டார்ட் அப் வந்து சர்ச் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும். அந்த பிசினஸ் மாடலை, இந்த பிசினஸ் மாடல் கரெக்டா இருக்குமா, இந்த பிசினஸ் மாடல் கரெக்டா இருக்குமா அப்படின்றது இது சர்ச் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும். ஏன்னா ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ல வந்து we have a more number of people இருக்க மாட்டாங்க, less people to execute, but especially previously more number of people on executionல MNCs ல இருப்பாங்க. அதுதான் பெரிய டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஸோ நமக்கு ஒரு பேசிக்கான கியூரியாசிட்டி இருக்கும், நமக்கு யார் வந்து இப்போ ஆஃப்கோர்ஸ் இவ்வளோ பெரிய ரிசர்ச்ல வந்து பெரிய ரிஸ்கே வந்து சர்ச் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கிறதா அந்த பிசினஸ் மாடல். அதனால பேங்க்ஸ் வந்து பெட் பண்ண முடியுமானா கண்டிப்பா பேங்க்ஸ் பெட் பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ ஆஃப்கோர்ஸ் நமக்கு வந்து ஆஸ் அ பிசினஸ் ஓனர்ஸா நமக்கு பேசிக்கா we have a lot of dues to pay இல்ல. So we can able to buy lot more debts. அதுக்கு தான் we have a people called angel investor. So angel investor will give you money to experiment on your scalable business model. எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் பண்றது they will give you money with some advice. So காசு கொடுக்குறாங்களேன்னு வாங்கிட கூடாது, காசு பிளஸ் எக்ஸ்பர்டைஸ் யார் கொடுக்குறாங்களோ அவங்க தான் வந்து ஏஞ்சல் இன்வெஸ்டரா இருப்பாங்க. சோ இப்போ நீங்க ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் அக்கார்டிங் டு செபி படி யாரெல்லாம் மோர் தென் 2 crore மேல வந்து நெட் அசெட்ஸ் இருக்கோ அவங்க எல்லாம் ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்றாங்க. சோ முதல்ல வந்து என்னோட ஐடியா ஃபண்டபிளா, என்னோட ஐடியா ஸ்கேலபிளா அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இதுக்கு வந்து யாராவது ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுவாங்களா அப்படின்னு தேடிட்டு இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு தான் got and that is starting stage. We help early stage startup founders to in terms of rise 10x fast. So இந்தியால மொத்தம் 1,40,000 ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ் இருக்கு. அதுல வந்து வெறும் 10% மட்டும் தான் எலிஜிபிள் ஃபார் ஃபண்ட் ரைசிங்னு சொல்றாங்க. வெறும் 10% எலிஜிபிள் ஃபண்ட் ரைசிங்னா ரிமைனிங் இருக்கிற 90% ஆஃப் ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ்க்கு வந்து கேபிட்டலோ பிரச்சனை இல்ல, பட் அக்சஸ் டு த கேபிட்டல் தான் ரொம்ப பெரிய பிரச்சனை. ஏன் அக்சஸ் டு த கேபிட்டல்னா லேக் ஆஃப் மென்டர்ஷிப் இல்ல, லேக் ஆஃப் எஜுகேஷன், why ரைஸ், when to ரைஸ், how much to dilute, மோர் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஃபவுண்டர்ஸ்க்கு வந்து எவ்வளவு காசுக்கு நம்ம எவ்வளவு ஈக்விட்டி கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்ற அந்த அவேர்னஸ். So more number of the entrepreneurs வளர but in the basic quality of educationல வந்து மிஸ் ஆகுறோம் actually. So we help them to more number of startups வரணும்ன்றதுக்காக we help them to rise. So most of the startup founders என்ன பிரச்சனை இருக்குன்னா, they have complete idea about their business model, they have hire and manage and scale எல்லாம் பண்றாங்க. பட் unexplored ஆன ஏரியா என்னன்னா ஃபண்ட் ரைசிங், ஈக்விட்டி மேனேஜ்மெண்ட், இந்த மாதிரி என்ன நம்பர் ஆஃப் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இருக்கு அவங்களுக்கு. ஸோ அந்த ப்ராப்ளம்ஸை எப்படி டாக்கிள் பண்றதுன்றது தான். அண்ட் எஸ்பெஷலி இன்னும் 2-3 விஷயத்தை அட்ரஸ் பண்ணோம்னா, டைம் இன்டென்சிவ் ப்ராசஸ், லேக் ஆஃப் ஃபண்ட் ரைசிங் எஜுகேஷன். 18 மாசம் ஆயிடுதுங்க ஒரு கம்பெனி ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஃபவுண்டர் வந்து ஃபண்ட் ரைஸ் பண்றதுக்கு. 18 மாசம் கழிச்சு தான் அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஃபண்ட் ரைஸ் பண்ண முடியுது அக்கார்டிங் டு ஃபோர்ப்ஸ் படி. இது வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ப்ராப்ளம் அக்ராஸ் இந்தியா ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு. அந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தை எப்படி வந்து சீக்கிரமாக ஃபாஸ்டராக சால்வ் பண்ண முடியுன்றதான் வி ஹெல்பிங் இட் அவுட். வி ப்ரொவைடிங் இட் எஜுகேஷன் ரிசோர்சஸ் அண்ட் as well as support. ஆஸ் எ ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஃபவுண்டராக வந்து நீங்கள் இனிமே வந்து எந்த ஒரு ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஃபவுண்டரும் ஹார்டஸ்ட் ஃபேஸ் என்னன்னா அந்த ஸ்டார்டிங் ஃபேஸ் தான். அந்த ஃபேஸ்ல யாருமே குவிட் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்றதான் எங்களோட விஷயம் கூட. அண்ட் இதெல்லாம் கீ காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் டு பி இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் ரெடி. இப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் அப் வந்து இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் ரெடி ஆகணும்னா முதல்ல வந்து உங்களுக்கு தேவை ஒரு ஆர்டிகுலேஷன் ஆன உள்ள ஒரு பிரசன்டேஷன். ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். Futuretech is nothing but ரத்தின சுருக்கம். இப்போ நான் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் வளன்னு பேசாம ரத்தின சுருக்கமா உங்க இன்வெஸ்டருக்கு உங்களோட கஸ்டமர்ஸோட பிரச்சனையை ஈஸியா ஆர்டிகுலேட் பண்ண முடியுதா, அதுக்கு வாங்குறதுக்கு மக்கள் கஸ்டமர்ஸ் இருக்காங்களா, அது எவ்வளவு பெரிய கஸ்டமர்ஸ், செக்மெண்ட் என்ன, பிளஸ் உங்க பர்டிகுலர் டீமால அதை எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ண முடியுதா, அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்க ஃபவுண்டிங் டீமால சப்சிக்வெண்ட் ரவுண்ட் ரைஸ் பண்ண முடியுதா, அது சைசபிள் பிசினஸா, அது 10x ரிட்டர்ன்ஸ் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணதா, இந்த மாதிரியான क्वेश्चंसக்குலாம் ஆன்சர் பண்ணும்போது இந்த மாதிரியான டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து எசென்ஷியல் when you are pitching to investor. So இது வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். So when you google it out, we have brain began that in terms of raising capital for Futuretech. So we help them to rise, we help them to build a world class deck. எல்லாமே நாங்க தான் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணோம் early daysல. And these are my star clients. Next, Zen Store is one such portfolio. So our inclusive vision acts like so. Our state oda vision o seri, Sivaraja sir oda vision will guide more number of entrepreneurs. Fundraising, education plus venture building exercise is a one such way to give more number of entrepreneurs the guidance kadachá. Nariya entrepreneurs varuvaanga. So nariya entrepreneurs vandada and the $5 trillion economy வந்து நம்ம டச் பண்ண முடியும். So India வந்து ஒரு $3 trillion economy-ஆ இருக்கு. More than that $5 trillion economy-ஆ மாறணும் அப்படின்னா so we have to give a more number of education, especially fundraising. So of course you can meet and greet my at stall number 2. Yeah, you can get my office also. And of course fundraising is completely hard and we are making it easy for you people. I want to highlight 2 simple things for future entrepreneurs, of course the hackathon winners. First thing is you want to highlight one particular thing, so try to start with X for Y. I'm solving Uber for this அப்படின்றத நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். And try to mention mission and like let's say you can start XYZ. X is your customer, Y is your problem for your ideal customer profile, and Z is your impact stage, right? So XYZ is very very important. And thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm giving a huge block for Prabhakar for giving me stage, and thank you so much.
So sorry for the inconvenience what we made today for the participants of hackathon. So before starting the hackathon, I would like to request a pin drop silence in this. So it's very must for each and every person who are sitting here. So please maintain a pin drop silence and listen to the hackathon people. I mean the participants who are going to present their presentation. This is the final for them. So before starting the hackathon, I would like to introduce a person who you saw in the video. He's the former Union Cabinet Minister. So he's he's an ex-railway minister you have seen. So this is especially the video for the final participants of the hackathon. So I think you got some useful insights from him. So let's start. Before that, I would like to introduce 2 of our juries. So Mr. Vivek Kumar, he is the Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation Institute, Government of Tamil Nadu, TN Master Trainer. So he's having an abundance expertise in AI and ML and also IoT. And he is the Startup Mentor, Innovation and Design Thinking Trainer and also Innovation Head and Sri Ishwar College of Engineering. And he is also acting as an Director of Grobinar. So next is Mr. Dipanjan. So Mr. Dipanjan is he's an expertise in AI and ML, and also he's also having a very much expertise in data science, and he's also doing a full stack data science role, and he's a tech lead in the Wins AIS company, and he's also acting as technical director of Grobinar. So this is the short introduction about our juries. So I would like to request the teams who would like to participate, who is willing to volunteer. Who is willing to volunteer? Which team is willing to volunteer to come first on stage and present your presentation? Yeah, great one. Come on, Sanjay.
Clear idea. That may include your videos or whatever you want, and 6 minutes will be your Q&A. Is there any other things? So there is no kind of a template here, so you can pitch. So later on, after all the teams have been presented, we'll have a discussion with ourselves and see who is with the first prize, second prize and third prize. After this event, the prizes will be announced and the cash awards will be awarded here. You can start.
Hi everyone, I am Sanjay. Coming into the evidence and research which we have done here in the AI model, let's go into this. basic research which we have done is aqueous humor in the liquid which is present in your hide is directly proportional to the blood glucose level. So based on the aqueous humor we are trying to predict the blood glucose level. So aqueous humor produce a pressure called intraocular pressure which occurs in your iris structure, so that causes the structural changes in the crypts and ridges of your iris. So based upon the patterns of the crypts and ridges, we are trying to predict the blood glucose level. So you can see here, based upon the patterns of the crypts and ridges which we in your iris structure, we are trying to produce. So aqueous humor always occurs here. So based on that, there will be some pressure called intraocular pressure, which compress your eye or make some structural changes in your iris. So you can see that crypts and ridges. So based on the structural changes we are trying to build. We have like two basic model behind this. So first one is image processing. So where we have proposed a GAN based architecture to crop your iris structure. You can see that once we uploaded the image of our eyes, so we are trying to take only the iris chamber, so which we are seeing in your image. So we are trying to crop the iris structural pattern inside this. So for this we can see, we are using GAN based one. So why we are trying to use GAN is like, so every time we are taking eye image in different light condition. So to tackle this problem, we are cropping only the structural black and white image of your eye. So based on that, we are trying to pass it into our deep learning model. So this is the basic deep learning model which we have used. So we have used a CNN based architecture, so which we have trained use 50 data which we collected from all over the neighbor. So these we collected data like different timestamp, like based on the fasting condition. So we collected data from all over the internet and we did some augmentation to improve our data sample. So based on that, we are trying to pass into our CNN based architecture. So we got accuracy of 94%. Basic model which we have trained as of now, in the short period of time we got accuracy of 94%. So this is the accuracy which we got in the validation set. So val loss is like pretty less compared to other methods. So this is the pattern which we have applied and we got. So right now it is being patched. So future plan which we have. So we have another feature called Nutri-Glucose Chef, where you can simply upload an image of your fridge or refrigerator based upon the ingredients which you have and the sugar level. We are trying to produce like meal plans according to. So it is also based on food recommendation according to their blood glucose level. Which plan right now we are trying to do is 156 per month. It is a subscription based charge, so pretty low compared to other methods like buying optical. So based on this, you can take blood glucose level anytime, everywhere. So this is a pretty good model to come across. And the total value of the market is 8 billion. So it is approximately equal to 9 billion, which we calculated using the 400 billion diabetes patient all across the world. And the retention rate, it is also pretty good. So once they get used to this method, they can be easily adopted. And the scalability and growth is also pretty good compared to this, is because it is a simple mobile application where they can easily adopt this and integrate into our daily life. The future plan of our application, sectinopathy is different. So what that typically means, like it is a serious condition of diabetes. So it starts affects your eye, and so based on diabetes sectinopathy, we have 4 stages: proliferate. Based on that, so it may lead to the blindness of your eyes. So for identifying diabetes sectinopathy, we are trying to predict the blood glucose level rather than classifying it as diabetes sectinopathy or not. So we are trying to predict the blood glucose level. So it is a series type 2, type 3 stage compared to this. So we're trying.
Which type you are focusing on? Which type of diabetes?
Type 1 and type
1? Type. Okay, fine. How many data sets you have used?
50 data.
650 data. Any ratios on training and validation?
80-20.
Why?
So we are trying to, since we have low data, we want to train our model with more data to get pretty good accuracy. So that we try set it out at 80-20 principle.
Why it has not been validated?
Validated. We want to validate because we have to test it in the real world so that our accuracy pretty good, so that we can adapt to the real world scenario.
Few minutes back you gave an demo. And for your friend, it shows about 79 point something mg, and the person who's really having a high diabetes shows only 80. I know what would be the
maybe due to different light conditions. So this is the problem we are facing right now. So we are trying to, so that's why we have used image processing technique like GAN to get accurately the iris structure. This is the problem right now we are facing. So since it is in initial stage, we are trying to optimize. Main target customer which we are right now is like the person who having diabetes. So and we are also partnering with hospitals to integrate this and test it out in real time. So right now our like target segment is like persons having diabetes. So we are also now targeting partnering with hospitals and clinics to integrate our solution into real time to test it out how it actually works. So since this is a research based project, still we are trying to optimize, improve further. So we have approached 3 different doctors to propose our solution, and right now we are doing improving our model and collaborating with them to improve.
Which doctor authenticated?
We have used like my friend's neighbor doctor is called Haravind. So we have approached, proposed a solution. He also said like may work out, so test it in real time. So that's why we are collaborating with.
Do you know that the same process is been followed in Arvind Eye Hospital? The hospital which are in remote places will be connecting the doctor direct to a video call, the same process for validation. And proper authentication is required until Government Doctor Association approve this idea, or some doctor says that I have validated this, can be taken forward. If you have this, you can take this forward. Someone has to authenticate it. If I'm not well, it is not suggested or encouraged to go directly into a medical shop and buy a medicine. It is always prescribed to go to doctors directly and check what is the real cause. Someone has to validate. Only the expert has to validate. Sharingla. So you have to look into that.
So we have used 2 different models. One is called GAN based models for image processing. So once we crop the image of the iris, so we are trying to take the correct exact image of the iris inside your structure. So for that we are cropping and using image analysis to take that structural image, and based on that we are also changing some parameters to include only the iris structure. That we are using GAN, and once that is structural image we got, we are processing that into a deep learning model, CNN based architecture. So based on that we are trying to predict it. So as of I started, my grandmother has diabetes. Every time she used to go to nearby hospital and she used to wait in queue, and she used to fast like morning fully to take diabetes test. So what if I thought of what we add a mobile device which we can easily take blood glucose level every time in anywhere in situation. So that's why this main inspiration is. And it is like much cheaper, and the traditional method which we are using is like costly, and the glucometer, if you want to buy it and keep it in house, it is also costly. And more than that, every time you have to buy the strip, and the cost of strip is like 25 rupees per strip, and if you buy it in group, and it is also okay. Right now Google is doing this for diabetes retinopathy, but so that is the later stage of the diabetes. So right now they are focusing on diabetes retinopathy. So we thought of doing this before. Why can't we? This is like a research project. So right now we are in initial stage. So we don't know exact reason why didn't other companies actually do this. I think there are some research going on to this. So when we started, we studied a lot of research paper on this. So there are some research going on this. Still, no application yet come out. But there is some application to the later stage of diabetes.
And my teammates are Sarvesh K and Roshan Infant. Sarvesh is sitting there, and Roshan unfortunately missed his bus, so he's on the way. So our project title is AI Education, Gen AI Education Excellence. So actually teachers are spending about 10 hours a day to spend over 10 hours a day on weak administrative tasks and grading work. They especially allocate more time to generate the question papers, to evaluate the answer sheet, test answers, etc. So this heavy workload of the teacher reduces the capability to provide the personalized attention to the students. So as a result, students are left without the tailored plans, regular revisions, as well as leads to poor academic performance. So this ability does not only okay. So it is extremely crucial to implement such innovative technology using generative AI such as large language models. So why did we choose this problem statement is that actually my sister is a teacher. She spends around 4 to 5 hours after coming to school in home to correct test papers and exam papers, to generate the question papers, and to make a timetable. So it is really hard for the teacher to work hard after her school hours. So I really salute teacher to work hard to bring up the students in the life. So to overcome those challenges, we have introduced this system. So the global EdTech market was valued at around 550 billion US dollars by 2033. So that is evident from the graph. So next, so the technological stack we used are natural language processing, Python, and GTTS for the text-to-speech conversion, speech recognition, etc. So the generative AI such as large language models, we use the Falcon 180 billion model. So think of a ChatGPT like a model that is especially trained on the education dataset. So we actually fine-tuned the Falcon 180 billion model using the AI71 API key, which is publicly available. So using the LoRa technique, low rank adaptation technique, we fine-tuned the generative AI model to perform accurately on the education-specific tasks. So in the solution, we actually propose a solution of two types. One is for teachers and one is for the students. So when we come into the teachers, so teachers can automatically input the curriculum of this syllabus and the number of questions so that they can, the LLM will automatically generate the question paper. As well as when we input the answer script as well as the question paper, the LLM will automatically evaluate the answer script based on the above question for the given marks using some guidelines. So this is automatically done using the Falcon LLM where there is no existing feature in the thing. So next thing, when we considering for the students, so in students can prepare the customized quizzes to enhance their knowledge, and they can speak with the artificial intelligence to enhance their communication skills. Also, they can interact with the materials. So solution I will prepare. Okay. So these are the uniqueness of our project. So our demo is publicly available in the GitHub. So actually we have deployed our demonstration in live, which is available in Hugging Face. When you have a free time, you can explore this website. This is our solution. So actually, this is the code which we have implemented. Due to some time constraints, we would like to show the video, which is taken yesterday.
Web interface of the application, logging in as teacher, sample username and password, teacher dashboard, entire stats and the tedious task of generating question paper in manual way. Curriculum PDF uses retrieval augmented.
So this is the question paper generation. So where the teacher can input
Generation
the curriculum of this.
To power Falcon LLM to generate question paper only within the curriculum of the university. Evaluation can be done as either a file input or text input. File input uses optical character recognition to recognize question paper in the form of PDF as well as images in order to extract answers as well as text. Compare each answer to each question. So the first question is wrong, 0 marks, either is correct. So we are assigning a grade. 90 to 100 is O, 80 to 90 is A. Slow learners management. Teachers can input the topics that students are facing difficulty. A prompt that powers Falcon LLM to cluster topics into specific subjects and generate a special class timetable with reference books and methods to teach slow learners.
So this is
Interactive student portal to enhance student skills and improve student knowledge through experience. Students can generate a custom quiz and attempt them to improve their knowledge. For example, in history, French Revolution, easy difficulty. I'm randomly selecting the options. Evaluation will be done automatically by Falcon LLM. Give the areas of improvement in the performance. Next, step-by-step explanation. Students can ask any doubt. Translation to any regional language, for example, Hindi. I'm giving a sample Python code, simple one, and asking it to explain. Explanation given in step-by-step manner. Next is personalized AI tutors for each student's qualities. For example, for a slow learner, it will act differently. I'm asking a theoretical question here. What are neural networks? Explanation given, translate option also available. Personalized study plan at home. Students can use this AI tool powered with Falcon LLM to generate a personalized study plan to carry out at home with areas of log, available study hour. It will be generated automatically with the reference books as well as study methods. Next is project idea generator to enhance students' project idea submission techniques to improve them at universities. This particular chatting AI tool has been enabled with memory, so students can ask follow-up questions about them to make a good project and win prizes at universities. Personalized homework and assignments. The first one is powered with Falcon LLM. The rest all will be added up on next. For now, they are static placeholders. I'm adding a sample answer. Rest all is left blank. Evaluation done dynamically by Falcon LLM, assigning marks accordingly. Scrap to find best rated courses for students' interest. Speak with AI to improve the vocabulary skills of students by chatting with it. Falcon powered YouTube video summarizer to help students get know more about what the video is trying to say. Example video. Entire explanation of video in text format for easy understanding of students. PDF question answering tool powered with retrieval augmented generation to create an audio playbook of different chapters. PDF is being uploaded, an audiobook is
Chapter
generated.
4 Data Structures. Data structures are ways of organizing and storing data for efficient access and modification. Chapter 3
We can hear the
Programming
audio
Fundamentals.
of each
Programming
chapter.
involves create.
We can ask follow-up questions about each chapter or any concept that is within the book. We look forward to expand higher education.
Looking towards the future, our development roadmap.
Something like an LMS, right?
Sir?
It's something like an LMS,
Yes, sir, LLMs.
right? Whether it's meant for school students or college students.
Sir, actually now we have planned to perform for school students, sir, and future prospect is for college students, sir.
Okay, fine. Let's start with considering a school student.
Yes, sir.
You said that lot of work has been done by the school teachers.
Yes, sir.
And you said that, sorry, the entire evaluation process will be carried out by the AI.
LLM, yes.
So this is applicable from which standard?
For?
Which standard?
Sir, from first standard to
First
12th
standard.
standard, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you know the reason why teachers are giving more assignments and homeworks to the school students?
Sir, actually because school students, some particular student may be lagging in some subjects, sir. That's the reason, sir. So that lagging can be identified by the LLM, sir, based on the performance in quiz, assignments, homeworks.
For a first year student, first standard student,
Yes,
right? They have to get practice to write, get used to write the words. It has to be done. And sorry to say this in this forum, AA has some kind of limitations where teaching, a faculty has a different roles. A teacher has a different roles. Starting with connecting with the students, guiding them, identifying the what gap they have got it. So everything has to be done in a manual way. And this evaluation alone I am not convinced because there will be a gap. Even sometimes I don't understand my own handwriting itself.
Yes.
And how come an AI? How an AI will understand a 5th grade student's handwriting? And moreover, it will be better if it is been in a handwritten, then it's that is not going to work.
That's working here, sir.
If it is going, that will not work. If it is going to be an typed data, then
Sir, actually handwritten can be worked on, sir, because we use OCR technology to extract the characters from the answer scripts, sir.
you can identify the characters. I can understand that. Using some kind of a different font styles. But I can write it and give here. No one in this hall will be able to write like me. No one
Yes.
in this hall have a handwriting like you people. So that cannot be trained. For that you have to have lot of data sets.
So actually we use PyTesseract model, sir, that has very high accuracy in identifying the characters in the each and every photo, sir. That is actually trained with a lot of images, sir, around 30,000 to 40,000 images for every letter, sir. So using PyTesseract we can achieve we can able to classify every words correctly, sir, until we have trained.
And I'm sure. Yeah, please you are right now in the which year?
Sir,
In the year?
third year.
Third year. Yes. இப்போ ரீசெண்டாக தானே எக்ஸாம் எழுதிருக்கீங்க.
Yes.
உங்களோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேஜில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஹேண்ட் ரைட்டிங்கும் கடைசி பேஜில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஹேண்ட் ரைட்டிங் ஒன்று நீங்கள் நினைக்கிறீங்களா?
But actually PyTesseract is trained on every variety of data, sir. So
இப்படி நான் கேட்குறேன். Every year the student's handwriting will change.
that is true, sir.
Starting with from the first standard.
Yes, sir.
LKG-லே இப்போ நிறைய கொடுக்குறாங்க.
Yes, sir.
From LKG till college முடிக்கிற வரைக்குமே வந்துட்டு your handwriting will change.
Yes, sir.
It has been proven. I've
Yes.
seen.
Yes.
Right, being a teacher, I also know what are the struggles we are facing. எனக்கு அந்த ஒரு part தான் வந்துட்டு it's very busy. You have to work on that. Either if you are having a strong confidence on you can do it. If anyone who is writing different, I will be able to identify it, then it's fine. If not, better remove that part.
Yes.
For time's sake, because you are touching lot of things. நிறைய விஷயங்களை நீங்க டச் பண்றீங்க. You start with the simple thing. What actually they need. You can start with the simple thing and try to address one mandatory thing. If it is going to be an assessment part, say for example, for school students it will be different. College students it will be different. Higher secondary it will be different. அதுலேயே மெட்ரிக் லோவர் கிரேடு ஹையர் கிரேடு அப்போ அங்கே எப்படி வந்து நீங்கள் ஒரு விதமான ஒரு எவாலுவேஷன் வரணும்
Sir.
அந்த கைட்லைன்ஸ் ஹேஸ் டு பி டன்.
Sorry to interrupt. Time is up.
லாஸ்ட் ஒன் மோமெண்ட்.
Yeah,
I would like to add upon a point, sir. Actually, we have tried practically, sir, using some guidelines in the prompt engineering, sir. It has really performed well compared to the teacher correction, sir. Because there is some unfairness in the teacher correction based on their. Actually, I have personal experience, sir. So, using the generative AI, which is LLM, we can fairly correct the paper based on the guidelines, so that it can provide more accurate marks.
Yeah, I understand. I also accept. But when it has been given into this model, right? There are some kind of a step marks in mathematics. Few follow that and few may not. Again, when you're getting into the programming part, your program style will be different, my programming style will be different.
Yes, sir.
So that has to be put out here. That has to be put out as a guidance. So if it follows a strict guidance, if the program is like this, it has to be given mark. But we work for the answers. It can be in a different methodology,
Correct, sir.
but we have to work on it.
In future, we will look into it, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
So a couple of questions. One is that your product is also incorporating some videos, tutorials, right? So why do you think it's needed if a student already has access to YouTube as well as paid platforms like Khan Academy and Byju's? So it's going to be another platform. That is one question. I'll just give it 2-3 questions. Second one is, as a matter of fact, in universities and all, these things people can just search over ChatGPT. In fact, I just made a search on ChatGPT to generate me a question of 20 question and on a specific topic like linear algebra. So it just gave it to me. So I think that is not really necessary for in a college standpoint. More stuff that is necessary, that is attendance management and all those things, whether people are attending colleges, classes and all. From a management perspective, that is more relevant. So what can you say about these two things?
So, coming to the first question, teacher cannot provide the personalized attention to every student, sir, because every student's capability is different. So, when the student takes this kind of tests and some practices, so the LLM can automatically segment them into different types of students, and the LLM can automatically find the students where the particular student is weak, so that that data will be passed to the teacher's panel, where the teacher can prepare a new timetable to those students to assist them, so that the quality of education is improved, sir. So this is done by clustering algorithms, sir. And the second question is, you have asked that ChatGPT is an easy way to overcome, but actually ChatGPT is a vast amount of data where it is not only specifically for education data set, but actually we have fine-tuned the Falcon LLM to perform only on the education data set to perform more accurate than ChatGPT. So evaluation is done not accurately on ChatGPT, but we have found the evaluation very accurate.
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you need to kind of identify the target customers again on this case as well. So identifying the target customer, either the primary consumer is going to be students or universities or professors. You have to kind of narrow down and approach that particular audience as well. So what you are trying to do is, get into EdTech, and EdTech covers a lot of grounds. I think that approach is not giving you a good result here, because what you have kind of done is aggregate a lot of stuff. So if I Google search, YouTube summary, I get that in some other site. If I try to find another thing like question paper and all, question generator, that's also there.
Yes.
So try to narrow down the consumer that you are trying to focus on.
So not only this feature, sir, but also our technology has the capability to speak with students to enhance the communication, as well as to generate the question paper customized to each student in the teacher's portal, sir. Yes. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Krishnan and my friend Abdur Rahman. Nowadays, many people are facing stress-related issues, mental pressure, stress, everything because of family problem, illness, drug abuse, etc. These things are causes issues for mental health, and the statistics shows that next week, shows that this much amount of men and women are affected due to the mental health issues in the year of 2021. So so we are bringing a solution. So our problem statement is coined on these things. Recently also Mr. Vijay Antony daughter died due to of mental stress. She is in the 12th standard. So to overcome this, we come up with a solution of chatbot. We also know the restrictions on chatbot. We built a chatbot with generative AI. We trained in a way that the chatbot will respond as a good psychiatrist doctor, so that we trained using those websites, so that the answer will be more appropriate and in real time very accurately. We also know that these data are need to be more secure and highly confidential, so we also encrypt and decrypt these data. There is a patient register where the doctor need to enter the user ID with the name and phone number. Then the unique ID will be given to the patient. Then using that unique ID, the user can chat with the chatbot. These data are encrypted in the database, and then these are decrypted while doctor summarizing these data. Using this, the data encryption method we use is advanced encryption standard. This is used by Google, Amazon, and J. Morgan. So these will be so secure, so that the data of the person won't let out. Doctor will see the patient 1 week report or chat in a summarized way in 3 to 4 points, so that doctor can easily understand the patient mental health. Benefits of this is immediate emotional support to the person, and doctor also can diagnose the patient more easily. The doctor, we also know the restrictions of the chatbot. So when the person is going to do some self-harm to himself, the bot will automatically call to the doctor and inform that this user ID is going to do self-harm to himself, so that the doctor can verify the user ID with this portal and call them and call the patient and response to it. So now we can share prototype. Sir, prototype. Here doctor need to enter the name, user ID of the phone number of the patient, sir. First the patient need to meet the psychiatrist, so you need to enter these details. The unique ID is already existent, means it won't be stored in database.
The same like login page.
Yeah, sir. We have already number entered. Just go directly to the page. Okay. Yeah.
So that is something. And now the question is,
Yeah.
as a patient, what if I am depressed and I don't want to use my mobile device? Then how will you solve that problem?
Sir, as you are a patient, then
I am a patient.
yeah.
And I don't want to actually talk to anyone or use this application. So how will you solve this?
Sir, this application won't be promoted by us, sir. These applications are promoted by the psychiatrist, so that his job will be more accurate and less. So the psychiatrist will say that use these apps, so that we can also easily find what problem you are having, and we can also be able to easily give the solutions to you. So these apps are suggested by the psychiatrist. So for their concern only we are using, and also patient also benefiting using these apps.
Okay, and plus one more thing.
Yeah.
Have you considered creating a plugin for smart home devices like Alexa or Google Home? So, as a matter of fact, if a patient is home alone and they don't want to communicate through this cell phone, they should be also able to do so through their home devices. So, that is also another suggestion that you might take forward as a little.
Yeah, sir. If we connect this to the Bluetooth device, means then it will be talking and responding and everything like so.
But that also adds a layer of connectivity, and also we usually don't, prefer doing that. A lot of people don't prefer doing that. So it's like if I say Alexa, open this plugin and then start talking to that, Alexa
So if we make this as an API key, if we make the project as an API key, then we can also able to use that things. It is a simple thing only.
Yeah, I think that will help out a lot of.
Yeah. So this is a project which we are completed fully. So if any people can make this as an API key and use as their wish.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is also a suggestion for the next step. So I think we can consider doing that.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hemraj, I need a mic. I need a suggestion from a volunteer. Any volunteers? Madam, this side. Can you be a volunteer, please? What are you? What is a simple question? And ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான question தான். பரவாயில்ல யாரோ ஒருத்தர். சார் ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா என்ன சார் பண்ணுவீங்க?
தூங்கிடுவேன்.
அதையும் மீறி இது ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க?
டீ குடிப்பேன் சார்.
Okay. Have you spoke? Sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Have you spoke with the people who really been stressed?
Sir, I am also been in many times stressed.
Yes.
So
What type of, what are the different types of people who get into stress? There are different types of stress.
family issues also cause
And
stress.
I'm very happy that you put the family as in the first part,
Yes.
right? And most of the people, the family is a proper place where all the stress busters will be,
Yes, sir.
right? And see, what we suggest is people will not be sticking with an application like I'm going to be very stressed. If someone is being stressed, when people are not being connected, it makes people to stress. Let me complete it, right?
Sir,
And it would be better. And before starting, who is your target customer?
sir, the people who are stressed and who are going to psychiatrist is the target customer.
How many of them are going to the psychiatrist? Who has guts to get into the psychiatrist first?
Sir, in US and many places people are going to psychiatrists, but India they are not. They need to go to psychiatrists. That's the issue, sir. So
Yes.
that they can see Vijay Antony daughter also died without going to psychiatrist. They are in a way too shy to go to psychiatrist, sir. So
I cannot
to-
comment on that.
Yeah.
But without knowing the proper reason why it would be,
Yeah.
by just information floating on the internet, I
Yeah,
cannot
okay.
comment on that. I'm been into stress.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah,
When I
let
was
me
stressed,
complete, let me complete.
Yeah.
I'm into the stress.
yeah,
I know how to handle the stress.
yeah,
If it is something like, I can say it in two different things. Either this can be built for an people like who give counseling.
yeah,
There are people who give counseling in schools, colleges, and various organizations also, right? So if it helps them to assess the level of stress a particular student or any person have, it would be better, right? Putting this directly into the customer segment, open to all segment, and I think it will not work because the market size may be large, but the amount of service which you are going to get back, the people who keep on using it will be very, very minimal. So that is the thing which I have identified from my perspective.
sir. This application will be open to everyone. Doctor will suggest use this so that we can also have this data.
Again, authentication
Sir,
is a problem.
excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
It's time up.
Again, authentication would be a problem. Why suggest something like better? Try to include you getting connected on authentications from a psychiatrist.
Yes.
That adds value. Because in our presentation I couldn't find anything. It's better if you add, it adds more value. So we will get a confidence like, okay, fine, someone has authenticated it. Saringla. So, and the point was missing. But still, what I've done is really nice. I like your UI. UI was really nice. Chatbot மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் தள்ளி இருந்திருக்கும். It was in the center. மற்றபடி நல்லா இருந்தது.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
Proper meditation and good system of meditation. So this good system of meditation is lagging out in India. So this problem statement is taken from Smart India Hackathon 2023. So what is the major problem? The Ministry of Ayush has declared that long queues in Ayush hospital, not in allopathy, Ayush hospitals, patients who have physically affected by the disease, also affected by standing in the line mentally. So to compensate this and to eradicate the medical error, like people getting adverse meditation access for high dosage. See, doctors nowadays giving handwritten prescriptions. So these handwritten prescriptions, say for example, if an ordinary person who is uneducated going visiting the doctor, and the doctor is giving his handwritten prescription, and he is going to the mediciner and giving it, and whether he don't know whether the mediciner is giving the right medicine or not. So to solve these things, we have created an QR-enabled Ayush medicine dispenser. So how we are going to solve this problem is, we are going to create a website that as a database, we will give this database to the doctor, to the hospital. Recently, I have visited the National Siddha Hospital, which is located in Chennai. And there I came to visit Dr. Vijaya Muralidharan, and she's a senior consultant in there. And I really asked that, உண்மையிலே இங்க ஆயுஷ் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸ்க்கு கூட்டம் வருதா, like that I asked that, and she told that yes, nearly 2,000 outpatients are coming and going here and there. So this, if we do this as a proper way, it is possible to make this a good solution. So we are going to build a website and going to give this to the, sir? Like we are going to create a website, a database to that hospital, and we're giving to that hospital, and the doctors, patients can log in with their credentials, and patient if she or he wants to meet the doctor online or offline, they can meet. But doctor giving the prescription will be in digital form, and it is enclosed with a QR. So this QR will be shown in front of the machine we are going to create, and this medicines will be dispensed correctly. So this is the one line of this project, and I can explain it here. So what is the market size? So actually there is a major difference between Ayush and Ayurveda, Ayush and allopathy. Since allopathy medicines are dealing with the drugs, it is high side effects it's at. But in Ayush there is no side effects because it's made up of herbs. So this is the uniqueness. What is the uniqueness of the project? There is also there is vending machine already present there, and there is a website also that is present there. What is unique in here is we are going to create a process. The process of connecting doctors and patients through the website, and going to giving them a good system of meditation. So impact on society. So we are giving, making patients inconvenience into a convenient way to get the medicines properly, user friendly, like then we are going to solve the medical error. Since due to medical error in India, 6 lakhs people are dying per year. So to solve all this, we are going to create this solution. So this is the prototype of a thing. Here we attach the weight sensor. So what this weight sensor does is, we are going to keep the medicines, which say for example, Amurka Suranam's a tablet name, which will be in a container. So this weight is 138 grams. So if a patient want to dispense Amurka Suranam tablet, the medicine will be dispensing. If the weight is above 138 gram, the weight sensor will sense that it is a wrong medicine and will take back the medicine or drop it down to the bottom. So this is a simulation we done in Proteus. Actually, we have added that PAS sensor to reduce the consumption of energy. The machine first of all it will in off state. once the patient come in front of the machine, it will start the display, and the procedures will be running in the displays, and they can do as such the procedure says. So this will be the tablets, the container. So this container only will be placed inside that thing. So I told that we have created that website. There will be a credential for doctor, patient, and admin, so the doctor can give the medicines digitally with the QR. So this will be the prescription model, the patient's name and the problem faced, the medicine described by the doctor, and the QR will be disclosed there.
So for the business model, the first thing is the potential of the market. In India, we have more potential market because medication has become the daily life for us. So the potential of the market for our startup is very high, and many companies have indulged in solving this problems like inconvenience and medicational error. So they face some difficulties and disadvantages, and also there is no such solution in allopathy, Ayush. So we are the one to produce a product for Ayush medicine. And for the cash flow, the forecast says that the Ayush medicine is going to skyrocket it for the upcoming 10 years. So our market value will be high, and the value proportion for the customers will be more convenient medication, and very user-friendly medication, and very less medication error, and so on.
I got a lot of questions for you people, guys. Starting with an acquisition that okay. Ayurveda doesn't have a side effect. Starting with that statement, we don't feel like this is right. It is sending a wrong accusation that the English medicines will be having a side effect. Yes, even the Ayurvedic has side effects.
Tablet comes in grams, milligrams.
அப்போ தப்பு இல்லை கரெக்டுங்களா? Second thing, what is the purpose of bringing the Raspberry Pi here?
So we are connecting this as a cloud so that we will be monitoring with the website. So
for connecting into a simple IoT application, I can do that with the help of a simple 8051 with 8266 module itself. If not, if it is going to send only one data, simple 8266 மட்டும் நான் எடுத்து வச்சு நான் போட்டுட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்கலாம். சரிங்களா? If not, I can use a Node MCU. What is the purpose of putting a high-end processor here? For this is a simple circuit where you need a controller here, and you are bringing a processor here. So that is the thing which I found very fishy there. And role of PIR sensor here.
So the machine
detects a person who comes inside.
Yeah.
Whether it has to detect the QR code or the person.
Person.
For what?
The machine will be in off state.
Oh, it will be in ideal state.
Yeah,
to
ideal
turn it
state.
on.
When the person comes, the display should say welcome.
Okay, fine.
Or
that's nice. Can you go little up? No, little more. Yeah. This design doesn't work. It will not work because all the tablet packings will not come under the same design.
No, sir. Ayush tablets will be coming only by this, sir.
I'm talking about the box.
Box, sir.
All the boxes will not be in same size and shapes. There will be a difference in shape and size. Charingla. So this is a normal vending machine.
Yeah.
Instead of the spring mechanism, you have to go with a different mechanism so that you can go with the push mechanism.
So no, sir. We can also increase the spring size and
spring enna go abdina it rotates. Charingla. if you're keeping that box on that, sometimes what happens, the size of the spring between one round and another one will be different. Sharingla. So it may get stuck. So that is the first problem. And this design is not meant for these type of structural design. That type of design structure is meant only for keeping lace or biscuits. And the mari or pack that can work. If it is being packed with a cover, zip cover, then it will work. This may not work. So when you put a data in a presentation, you should be very, very careful on that. So initially we had a discussion that whether it is going to be on general medicine. So we were thinking about allopathy, எல்லாமே நாங்கள் யோசித்தோம், and we also had a discussion about combinations of the chemical combination of tablets, it will be affecting. Since they said that it is purely an Ayurvedic, so it may not affect much in
compared
a
to
larger scale, but there might be, maybe or may not be, that cannot be taken into account. But coming up with the design, see, this work idea doesn't have any kind of a weightage. The design has a higher weightage. It's a simple vending machine. But what type of design you have got is very, very important. You have done a good job, but just literally shake the entire presentation, because this design is totally different from the springing mechanism. இப்போ நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கணும், ஸ்ப்ரிங்கிங் மெக்கானிசத்துக்கு பதிலாக புஷ் டைப்பில் நீங்கள் போட்டிருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா your project might be standing somewhat one step ahead. இந்த டிசைன் வரும்போது மாட்டிக்கிட்டு, right? So these are the technical design aspects இருந்தது, and putting a Raspberry Pi is not a good idea because the cost of the entire product will shoot up. Raspberry Pi 4B plus comes around closely like 10 to 13. சரிங்களா, 50 போட்டிங்கன்னா 3000 பக்கம் வந்துடும். A cost of a node MCU cost only 350 to 450. Cost wise எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் பார்க்கணும். And இன்னி கொஞ்சம் கீழே.
So the time is up already.
Last இது மட்டும்.
Fine.
கீழே prototype மட்டும். மேலே. And QR கொடுக்குறீங்க இல்லையா, QR scan பண்ணுறதுக்கு there should be some kind of a camera.
Raspberry Pi camera.
அது அந்த சர்க்யூட் எங்களுக்கு மிஸ் ஆன மாதிரி இருந்தது.
Yes, we have to insert that, sir.
அது கொஞ்சம் செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. உள்ள போடும்போது வந்துட்டு
that simulation we have attached that.
Correct, but ஆனா அந்த சர்க்யூட் தான் மேட்டர். Don't use circuit, you can use a block diagram for that. சரிங்களா?
Okay, so as per technical aspects, let's say your device has some network issues and the user comes and tries to scan the QR and all, or if let's say inside the device also you might encounter some other problems like the medicines have expired. How will you keep track of all these things?
So that only we have attached that weight sensor. So the weight sensor will sense for this set of thing, and the Amurka Suram tablet should be there. Next set of thing, that Pindatharam like tablet should be there. The weight is mismatched. The weight sensor will push the medicines down to the bottom.
I think in such a scenario, why haven't you considered using RFID tags for the product? Like putting a tag on the bottle itself would be enough, right? And they are fairly cheap also.
Can't handle.
Why didn't you consider using RFID tags for tracking the products?
RFID card is costlier, no sir. Should give
website. It analyzes the quality of a textbook. Yes sir. Okay, so our problem statement is analyzing the quality of a textbook is a critical and complex task because there are n number of books that are present current day. So there are some insufficient frameworks to evaluate a book, which leads to some misrepresentation, and also there are some lack of cross-checking procedures. So we need a standardized criteria to determine the quality of a book. So can we move to the next slide, please? So the market size and statistics. So according to some survey that is being performed, about $14 billion are being invested in 2023 that is being invested in educational department. So this shows the importance of education in our lives, and over 60% of teachers find difficulty in finding a perfect book to refer to the students. So the proposed solution is, we have created a model by integrating the reviews of AI and also expert. So the content accuracy structure will be checked by the professionals, and also the accuracy, relevance, and the readability will be checked by the AI. And we have used NLTK for the AI accuracy. So the innovation in our project is that we have integrated both the expert reviews and also AI. So we get some reviews from the AI, star rating, and also from the expert, and we do as an integrated result. And also we have some credit system which motivates students to visit our visit our website and refer our book and gain more knowledge. And also we have included the holistic evaluation where we have the technology advancement and expert opinion. And the impact on the society is that enhanced learning materials. People will be able to identify the quality of a particular textbook, and also they have the customized access, and they will have some increased motivation to read many books in our websites itself, and it gives some informed decisions. That is, the expert reviews which is being combined with AI will help the educators to make better choices for the education materials. So the business scalability is that these have a broad market demand, and we have used the advanced technology, and also it is resource efficient. And here, to generate revenue, first we have planned to include advertisements in our websites, and further we have tried to include the freemium model. And before creating this, we have created a small survey on why people don't read books nowadays. And they said that as there are a number of books, they are not able to find which book is of good quality. And this is a workflow. So when a human is not able to identify which book is perfect for them, they come into our website, they search for books, and they find a qualitized book, they gain credits and also gain knowledge. And this is the business model canvas. So our key partners are the book publishers, data providers.
So I was always passionate about tech and always want to learn. I was always passionate about the future of tech. So I was, I want to learn programming. So I check from the YouTube, open source, I check which is the best language, which is the best channel to learn, and which is the best specialization to learn. And it took me hours and hours of research. And after that, I found a site. Then I was like, yeah, I will do this. But I had some problems. The first one was, there was infinite number of resources for every programming language, even if it's Python, Java, whatever it is. The second thing is, there are playlists, but there is no structure in it. The third point is, there is no way to know what is my progress tracking system, unlike in schools, where we have an exam to know what is our weakness and strength. The fourth one is interactivity. Like when you have something doubt, what would you do? The most we could do is comment on those YouTube videos. And we all know after a few seconds, we can see after uploading 2 or 3 weeks, they won't even check the comments. The fifth one was the interesting one. Motivation. This is a learning/interest curve. For something, anything it is, even if it's a new product or something new course, our performance increases with time. After a certain break-even point, it just loses. Like the motivation just goes. This is based on some case studies. Like, you see, this is a playlist of learning guitar. If you could look closer, you can see the first few lessons have been like 100K, 97K, and after that you can see it's 3.2K. Like there is more than 1 lakh of difference. And this is a Python. Same is it. Same with that. You can see starting 7, 4, 3, later gradually decreasing. I had many case studies, but I had to close down to the size. Now, what is a market size? You know, the educational is increasing because the technology adoption. Like last time I came here, there was no UPI system in front of the shop, but now they have. So we have increased accessibility to technology and also internet, thanks to SpaceX. So this gives us a market for online education. To really know, education is free. Like every information is free. If you look into YouTube, you can literally get what an 8th grade physics is. But why do we pay schools? We pay schools to get it in curated syllabus form. Like, you know, a form, a structure. These are the reason why we pay schools the money. So why don't we create a product like that? So this is, wait a bit. So what makes us different from other e-learning sources? Next slide. Mainly these factors. The first thing is we have 0% content. all the contents are from YouTube. We are just leveraging it. So if you want to learn Python, what we do is you input it to us, and we just find the best resources in YouTube, and we just streamline to you. The second thing is weekly assignment. To check the progress tracking, we have AI which creates assignment and for you to complete. The third one is AI powered. Like there is a personal chatbot for each and every one. And the fifth one is the most, next. And the fifth one is the most interesting one. Monitor incentive. You know how it works is, at upfront you give us a money, a set of amount of 10K, 25K, whatever. After the successful course completion, we are going to give it to you for free. There is no money taken, so it could give you the motivation to continue a learning journey. Next. Meet Ada. This is our personalized AI chatbot, which is going to give you assignments, customized video, and all. And one more thing that we added was, we added this thing called short form. If you look nowadays, after the COVID situation, the attention span of each and every human being has been really low. It's just compared to a goldfish. So what we did is, this, with the help of Ada, we are going to cut it into short form of 10 to 30 seconds video and show it to. Next. This is the UI design. So what is the impact on society? First one is, a class would come. Like everyone could access this. The second thing is, you can, when everyone learn in a new way without any fees, like education is actually free. We don't need to pay anything because all the contents are there. The fifth one is skill development. There are many colleges in India where they don't have a skill even of a BCA or MCA degrees. Like, I am always against the current situation of education, which is a reason after +2 I just dropped from college. Next. So what is the business aspect? Let me tell you, it is auto powered, so we don't need, there's no running cost. The second thing is, we don't need any content because all the contents are from YouTube and other GitHub. The fifth one is monetary incentive. When someone discontinue the course, we are getting their money. And the fifth one is partnership and collaboration. For this strategy, we have three main things, which I think is what is happening in the IT sector nowadays. Tiering membership. So what we are going to do is like Netflix and other.
First thing that I see on this slide is monetary incentive. So if you're going to refund 100% of the payment, how are you going to make profits?
Yeah, I was going to tell that slide. Yes, these are the business strategy. The first one is tiering membership. If you think like what Netflix or Spotify, Netflix are doing is base level, premium level. Premium level, we are going to give them, more features like one-on-one community support, etc. The third one is platformization. Like if you look at the Spotify, Amazon, Flipkart, what they are doing is they are creating a platform where people can buy and sell. So what is happening is people can teach and get taught at the same time. So if someone has a good course, they can come to us where they can, other students can take the course. And the fifth one is certificate. Like if you finish the course and you want, there is a certificate convocation where if you give a certain amount of money, they are going to give a certificate after an interview.
Okay, so here the ways.
Yeah, actually, I'm currently doing this thing. Like I'm testing it myself while learning a Python language. Like this is just the basic prototype. So I'm testing it myself. Like what happens is, like there's a program which when we give, it gives us an ICF file. So when we click, we can see like this structure. All we need to do is it saves to our calendar. This is the base level, okay? So
how do you know that this is the best one?
We are creating a YouTube API to collect that and scrape and build in our apps.
Actually, we cannot validate a course depending on the views, right? For an example, you could literally did a research which states that the views are going down. The total count is going down, right? Am I right?
Yes, yes.
In that case, whether the quality of the video or the content which our YouTuber put it has been dropped down or what happened, what would be the root cause? Have you analyzed that?
Yeah, we would look at the public PR rating, like what's the rating of that channel or that person. Like if they have a brand and there are people who have learned from those courses.
That is an old strategy, but right now people who give a beautiful content, their views will be going up depending on the brand. The brand has been established only based on the content which they posted in the YouTube. So you should start to analyze why it has been dropped down. And there will be a trust issue, like say for example, I have a course called Design Thinking in GUI, right? It's not yet been published. If it is having a high views, that doesn't mean that my course content is too good. Based on my ratings and the feedbacks what I get it from the comments as well as from the users, I may come up with an understanding that this course is really good. Again, rating will never work. So based on the time of the duration, a particular user is working on that particular video, and again the comments which has been posted, that has to be also been analyzed whether it is a false information or right information. The analysis and validation to be done, and you just focus on that point alone. Other than that, we are okay with that. And adding to his point, certificate completion will not add a value.
I think I said course, course partnership. Like if you have a good course, you would come to us, we would validate, then we can put, right. Like I said before, we would do course partnership in the before.
This is from IIM Bangalore, and today we are here to present our solution on the green fintech aspect. So next slide, please. Yeah, so like this is the solution. So basically, I mean, we want to enter into the green fintech space, and we have done some market overview and regulatory landscape analysis along with the barriers to adoption, and we have find these are the findings. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah. So while we were researching to make the entire ecosystem green, so here were the key stakeholders that we identified. So the number first was the bank. So basically, each and every bank wants to go green. So they have this immense pressure to invest into the green projects. So the problem faced by them is that they want to analyze the green CIBIL score of the company, whether their company is actually into green initiatives. They want to have predictive algorithms. And similarly, for the consumer, they want to be transparent. They want to be motivated so that they can buy more sustainable products. And for the businesses, the biggest gap that we found out was that they need investment for their green initiatives. So that's how we identified this niche, and that's why we are targeting into this particular space of green fintech. So according to our analysis, our platform, the kind of business that we want to create have the business potential of about 4.6 billion. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah, so now we will move on to the solution part.
Yeah, so as we have discussed the problem statement right now, I'll just quickly walk you through the solution, right? So the main primary goal is to build a fintech ecosystem wherein we bring all the three stakeholders together on a single platform, that is the businesses, governments, and the consumers, right? So if you look into the tech architecture, we have cloud servers for all the three stakeholders. And when we are to connect the bank with the business users, we are using the blockchain system to give the green scores to the businesses, so that businesses, banks can look into the green score and then they can decide whether to give loans or not, right? So another AI algorithm that we are using over here is based on the business goals of a particular business. They'll be able to see the right projects for them to do. So yeah, this is the technical architecture. So that's the product prototype that we have. We'll look into the product prototype in the MVP video. Can we go to the next slide? So I'll just quickly talk about the business model. So we are following the AARRR growth model. So for the acquisition of customers, right, all the three stakeholders, we'll launch the product on all the Instagram channels and all the social media channels, and we highlight the features of our platform. And for activation, we'll educate the stakeholders with demo videos and let them know about the green practices. And for retention, we'll be giving personalized notifications to all the stakeholders, and we'll be having feedback mechanisms to improve our platform. And for the referral part, we'll be having knowledge sharing sessions, and we'll be building communities so that they can refer to as many people as possible, right? For the revenue model, we have a subscription model and also commission based on green transactions. So our implementation strategy would be to first enter into the tier 1 cities wherein consumers are more motivated to consume green products, right? And also the businesses are willing to go green. And after that, we'll expand into tier 2 cities and like that, right? So for our impact assessment, we'll be focusing on 3 parameters. One is the environmental impact, social impact, and the financial impact. Can you move to the next slide, please? Yeah, so in here, we have already discussed the primary objectives, that is promote sustainable investments for banks, enhance transparency for banks so that they can invest into green companies, and increase awareness and adoption among the normal consumers, and encourage sustainable practices across all these 3 stakeholders. Now, I'll just list out the key functionalities. We'll deep down into the features in the MVP video. So first feature is Green Investment Portal. Second is AI-driven carbon footprint management. Third one is a blockchain-based green scores. And fourth one is Knowledge Center. And fifth one is Green Point System. And we are focusing on product stewardship, wherein we are consulting business to not only go green in their processes, but also to go green at the supplier level and consumer level as well. So can you go to the next slide, please? Right. So now we'll have a look into the demo video that we have built, our MVP. So there's a video in the folder. Can you play that, please?
Yeah, so while we are playing this video, so like we are currently working with the Reserve Bank of India Innovation Hub for this particular project, and we are also in touch with the Marwadi Catalyst because like they were interested into this green finance space. So, and like we are also in touch with the largest incubator of India, NSR Cell, and we will be pitching them this week.